Talent Sports TV. Welcome back to my channel, guys. I'm your host with the most, Mr. Nigel. I will be giving you betting tips, score predictions, and looking ahead tomorrow's games in Russia. But remember, guys, this is gambling. You must control it. Do not let it control you. I'm only giving you these tips in good faith. Always gamble what you can afford. There's a link in the description box, gambleaway.co.uk. Well, the tournament is hotting up. It's going crazy. Brazil, 4-1 favorites. World Cup favorites are out. They've gone home. Well, they're packing to go home one way or the other. That's the beauty of football. It was a matter of time before Brazil got found out. They had been cagey from the start of the tournament. However, it must be said, none of the bookies expected Belgium to beat Brazil. But that's the beauty of football. France v Uruguay was another performance. France executed that game very well. They were well organized and they just completely shut Uruguay out of the game. Correct me if I'm wrong, Suarez did not have a shot on target, and collectively Uruguay did not have that many shots on target. They missed Edison. They really missed him. Let's look at tomorrow's games. England versus Sweden and Croatia versus Russia. England v Sweden. Well, this is going to be a cagey game. Yeah, there's no two ways about it. Both teams lack goals in open play. Both teams are not very creative in open play. Yeah, if you look at Sweden, if we take away that Mexico game where they scored 3 goals, yeah, in the last 10 games, Sweden has scored 1 goal or less. The last 10 games, so they don't score goals. England, on the other hand, they haven't kept a clean sheet in this tournament. Not even against Panama, they haven't kept a clean sheet. So, but it must be said for England, it must be said, in the last 13 games, they've kept 9 clean sheets in 13 games. So, they're not a bad bunch. If we look at the last 5 games, yeah, England has won 3 games, lost 1, and drawn 1. Sweden, in the last 5, won 3, lost 1, and drawn 1. See, Sweden are good at frustrating teams. If Sweden score that 1 goal, they are going to shut a team down, and it's going to be very difficult to score, right? If England score first, well, that's when you see Sweden opening up a little bit. But it's it's going to be a cage game, so I think you should go for under 2.5 goals. Under 2.5 goals, you will get money doing that. So what are the odds saying for the England versus Sweden game? Well, England are 10-11 to win this game, so they are favorites. Sweden are 4-1 to win this game. And for the draw, it's 2-1 for a draw. The scoreline we are predicting, it's 1-1 in 90 minutes. 1-1 is our scoreline prediction. You can get extra money. This one is an odd. I think it was 66-1. It's Harry Kane to score first, the match to end 1-1 in the draw, and England to win on penalties. It's 66-1. That is a very interesting odd. Harry Kane has been the main the main threat for England, but I think you're also gonna see Sterling and Sterling, Linford, coming in and maybe perhaps scoring now. They might be coming in and scoring goals because gonna start marking Harry Kane, and they're gonna leave some space for Sterling, and Sterling to score. Odds are 7-1. That's not bad. And for Emil Forsberg to score for Sweden. He's been Sweden's threat as well. Forsberg on Grandquest, that's his name, Grandquest. If these guys both score, Forsberg, he's 2-1 to score tomorrow, and Grandquest is 3-1 to score tomorrow. So you could go for these guys because they have been the threat for Sweden. So the odds for a 1-1 draw tomorrow for a 1-1 draw for the England game are 7-1 for a 1-1 draw. So this will be interesting. Let's look at the next match between Croatia and Russia. Well, both teams needed penalties to be where they are today. Croatia Croatia has been the team of the tournament. So has Russia. Give credit where it's due. Russia, they have been good to be where they are today. Well, Croatia have been organized. They've only conceded 1 goal in this tournament so far, and in the last 25 games, Croatia, they've kept a clean sheet in 16 of those games. In the last 25 games, 16 of those games, Croatia has kept clean sheets. So they are organized. They are very, very organized defensively, and they're just an organized team in general. Whereas Russia, they've been solid, but it's hard to see how Russia are going to break Croatia. If you look at the game against Spain, Russia did not have the ball. Spain had much of the ball possession, but they were not able to utilize it. I do not think Croatia, will be less creative as Spain. Croatia will create more chances than Spain and perhaps put them away. Russia, on the other hand, they only had 1 shot on target in 120 minutes, and that was the penalty they scored. So do not see how Russia are gonna break Croatia in this game. Croatia are good at keeping the ball. They've got pace. They're just good. Croatia hadn't lost the game in the last 5 games. They only got 1 draw, 4 wins and 1 draw. Russia, on the other hand, they have 2 wins, 2 draws and 1 loss, which is not bad. In the last 5, both teams have scored 10 goals in the last 5. However, Croatia has conceded 3 goals in the last 5. Russia has conceded 6 goals in the last 5 games. The scoreline we're predicting for this match is 2-1 to Croatia. What are the odds saying? Well, it's 6-5 for Croatia to win this match and 3-1 for Russia to win this match. For a draw, it's 2-1. So the scoreline we're predicting is 2-1 to Croatia. You could also get other odds here. Mandzukic to score, those are good odds, and Kutepov, the Spartak Moscow player, well, to be carded. This game will definitely have quite a lot of yellow cards. Why? Because the Russians are slower than the Croatians on the football, in this match. The Croatians are generally faster than the Croatians. The Croatians were faster than the Nigerians, so you can see how fast the Croatians are. And so for the Russians to try and catch up with that pace, they're going to be just putting in tackles. So Kutepov was carded in this game against Spain, and in the league he was yellow carded 5 times. So I think he will definitely get a yellow card tomorrow in tomorrow's game. And Perisic to have 2 shots on target. You've got good odds for that. Cherichov for Russia to have shots on target together with Perisic, both of them to have shots on target. Odds are 28-1 for that. 28-1 for those guys to have shots on target. So these games will be interesting. It's just interesting to see who goes through. I'm excited. Hey, for your betting tips, this is the place to come. It's the Double N Sports TV. I'm on to the next one. Catch you on the next one. And remember to like, subscribe, and share if you like this material. Thank you very much for coming back. Thank you.